I talk about, girl, I remember I had to steal an egg. I said, she said, what? I said, I was hungry, I had my food. I said, I had to put the egg in my shirt and bring it in so I could eat. Because I was hungry. My family didn't have no money to send me because they was trying to pay for an attorney to get me out of prison, take care of my kids. And that may be a hard patch for them. And she was, my cousin, she was only a kid. And she was working and trying to take care of my kids and bring my kids 5 hours just to visit me. And then she'll try to send me something to eat. She was a kid, she was a teenager. And then my boys went got jobs at McDonald's and Wendy's. And they'll say, Mama, okay, I get paid. Can I buy you a pair of jeans? Or I'm going to send you $25 to eat. You know, nobody sees that part. Nobody sees that. My 15-year-old daughter, at one time when I came home, she said, I hate you. You killed my dad, Mom. I wish you was dead. She didn't understand that, but they still hurt. And nobody understand that part. You suffer for what you didn't do wrong, and then you suffer for what you did do right. And nobody sees that part. And when I'm educating people in prison, because I do it every day, people meet me and they have no idea. And when I tell them, they go, no. I'm like, yeah, I've been home 2 years. You know, and I'm educating them. I mean, you can't go by how somebody look. You don't know their journey. Well, after that, I went to the halfway house, and I started working in Lake Charles, Louisiana. They take 85% of everything that you earn. Mm-hmm. You bring home no money. I came home with nothing. $600 after 2 years. To 4 kids. I moved in with my cousin and my son. Couldn't find a job anywhere. They wouldn't give me a job. I was a felon. Got back into an uncomfortable relationship because I needed a place to stay that was stable and where I wouldn't feel like, I mean, I guess I was lost. Because when I left, I had a mother and a grandmother. When I came back, I didn't. I just had a whole lot of responsibilities and did not know how I was going to take care of it. So I got with this guy that I used to date, and it was the worst thing in the world because the little life I had left in me, it kind of like took it out. So this time I wasn't ignorant of the law. I moved out. I stayed with a friend for 2 weeks. No, I actually, while I was with him, I went and applied for a job. He had no knowledge about this. And when I applied for that job, I learned in college that you do not put that, yes, I am a felon, da-da-da. You check the box, but you put, we'll discuss upon interview. And I checked the box, and I worded it that way. And I had an interview, and I interviewed with Miss Karen, which is now my assistant GM. She sits right there. And when I came in, the moment I came in, she was like, that's what we need for, she's who we need for our front desk. She never knew I was a felon. And when I met her, it's just like, we did this. And she said, you got the job, you know, front desk. You got what it takes. You got to make this hotel what it needs to be. And she never asked me anything. But I didn't know that she had been a part of domestic violence. You never know how God's going to link you up with people. And I started working, and I worked every shift because I knew I had to get out this relationship. I had to get a place for me and my babies, you know, and I had to do what I had to do. And the one thing that prison did teach me is to work hard. When nobody else is working, I'm working. You don't want your shift? I got it. I'm working. How many hours you working? 8. Oh, I got that shift. Can I have your shift? I worked every shift. And I got money in 2 weeks. In two weeks, I stayed with a friend, and I got money for an apartment and a car. I went to a dealership and said, look, I've been in prison for 12 years and 3 months. All I can do is tell you that I will pay my car note. I went to a apartment complex. I told her, look, I have a record. I have a pass, but that's not me. I said, the system failed me, but I got to make this right with my kids. I need help. Please give me an apartment. And she looked at me. She said, well, when you want to move in? She said, you have $100? I said, yes, ma'am. I had the money right here. And I moved in. I didn't have anything. And I had never had my dad to be like a value part of my life. And I called my dad. I said, Dad, I said, I'm moving in. said, you got an apartment? I said, yes, sir. I said, you can move me? I said, he said, what you gonna sleep on? I said, all I need is my clothes. I just want to move. And my dad was moving some things from some older people that he knew in his neighborhood. And he brought a bed, and he brought furniture, and we got food. I didn't get food stamps. I didn't get anything, but I made it. And I went to her when I left, and I said, look, I'm moving. I have to leave him. I'm not going to have a car, da-da-da. She said, oh, girl, we about to remodel the hotel. I'll give you a bedroom set, and I'll give you a lamp, and I'll give you a table. And she said, look, I've been there. And when she said that, it was like, somebody finally understand. Well, me and Miss Karen finally had to talk. And I told her a lot of stuff. And she was like, she just can't believe I went through all that. And I told her about prison. And she didn't know, she didn't have any understanding about it. She didn't know. And that is why she's here today. Because we talk about it often. I mean,
my thing is, a lot of people, we don't really talk about it unless it's impacted us personally. You know, I don't like to judge people. I get emotional, sorry.
But when Jywone came to my property, I knew of her past, but I'm not the one to judge because I've been through a lot in my life. So when she came, I told her, you know, today you can make a difference. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about your past. Let's move forward. Let's build you. Let's give you a great foundation, and we'll work together. So we had been working side by side since I hired her. She came in, positive attitude, positive smile. The guests loved her. Everybody loved her. Everybody was just, when is Jywone? When is she going to be at work? When is she going to be at work? That's the type of people that I like to surround myself. Now, what I tell myself, I like to surround myself with a murderer. Absolutely not. But I don't judge her for her past. I judge Jywone for who she is. So whenever I promoted her into, she's a housekeeping inspector now, so she was front desk, promoted her because of who she is as a person and what she does, she brings to our property. It really bothered me to see other women that living on government assistance, struggling every day, living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
You know, this is what I tell the other ladies that I work with. I said, we're all a paycheck away from being homeless.
That's right.
Every one of us.
That's right.
I said, for you to judge somebody, you know, and to be so negative and to pull somebody down, it really bothers me. So at my property, the way I view each individual, I have males, females, I have some that's been in a lot of trouble, some had not. But I tried to teach them, don't judge people by their past. You know, let them show you that they can be different. You know, don't, because society is really quick to label everybody. You know, blacks, whites, pastor, you know, minister, people in the church, people not in the church. You know, they're so quick to label everybody, and I hate that we all have labels, because in God's eyes, we're all, you know, we're all good-spirited people who just make poor decisions. That's what I told Jywone. I said, you're a great person who just make poor decisions, period. But like I said, a lot of people, they don't like to talk about it unless it affects them. I've got family members in and out of prison their whole life. I've got a sister who's been in trouble with drugs, you know, lost her kids, you know, she shouldn't have her kids. I don't get to see her kids, so it definitely has affected me. So when I look at Jywone and see that she lost all those years with her kids and all those years away from her family, she lost a mother, she lost her grandmother, that was her support. And for her to come out and be this person that is amazing, a person that is strong, a person that wants to build people. I had no knowledge of the system. I'd never been in trouble before in my life. The only time I went to court was for my divorce. So when I went before the judge, I was scared to death. And for her to empower people and to tell about her story and to let people know that it's okay. You know, we're gonna be okay. No matter what we've done in life and where we're headed in life, we just have to support one another and build one another and not judge everybody for their past. But like I said, a lot of them just don't want to talk about it. And I, you know, support Jywone. You know, I took off work so I could come, you know, to let her know, you know what, I got your back. You know, I'm going to be with her every step of the way, you know, as well as her family members. So, you know, it's just helping people and let people know, you know what, no matter what you've been through, you know, any of y'all, you've got to find people that want to support you and hold you up, even when your days are hard and they're tough and you're struggling, still got you.
So I did my job every day, I hire people because in my department, I hire.
Look at you.
So when I look on the application and I see that they check the box, that they're filling, and I go, you want to tell me a little bit about that? And when they talk to me about it, I make them feel comfortable. I'm not judging. And I say, well, baby, I'm here to give you a chance because somebody gave me a chance. And when they come in my department, I encourage them. I don't be easy because nobody was easy on me. In prison, they wasn't easy. They gave me everything, even though they thought they was hurt. They think they're hurting me. They equipping you for life, real life.
That's right.
And they equip me. And so in me hiring them and bringing them in, I'm encouraging them because I see a lot of me. And I even see things that I never done, and places I never been. And I say, look, you don't have to accept where you are because you can always be better. It's always room to be better. However, we had a new GM to come in, Top Property. He don't know anything about the legality of the law, violent crimes. He don't know anything about that. And there was some young ladies that worked there that was upset that I got a promotion to executive. And they was upset about it. And they went to Miss Karen. And they said, you need to fire her. She's a violent offender. She's a mass murderer.
Wow.
And she never said anything to me about it. But some of the ladies that work for me came to me and said, Miss Jywone, I don't know why they don't like you. But this is what they saying. They want to call you parole officer. They want you locked up. And they trying to do this. And I want you to know this. And I'm like, what? And me, I'm like, well, I never did anything to them. You don't have to do anything to people. Your success
That's right.
is doing everything to them. And I was like, they don't even know where I come from. They don't even know what I've been through. I've only been home 2 years. And I'm like, oh my God. And I didn't know how to approach her about it because we never had that conversation. And I said, well, let's pray about it. When you go outside of our property and one of my ladies found a brown envelope full of documents, my court documents, and a happy face with a black marker and tape for them to tape all around our hotel, that wounded me like, really? Am I that much of a threat to you that you want to sabotage my career? Because I see this as a career because it's not a stopping point for me. It wounded me, but I didn't let it get the best of me because I knew I had to be doing something right. And as far as the bills and policies that need to be changed, let's start with what really matters. Phone is number one. Number two is getting productive housing for people that's formerly incarcerated that's coming out of the system. Because if you don't have a place to live and you don't have food to eat, you're going to do whatever it takes
That's right.
to just even get those simple elements of life. Something so simple. And you come right back if you don't get that. I mean, I called a shelter. I couldn't even get in because I had a violent crime. And I had family, but I wanted to live the right way. I was letting nothing send me back to prison. Nothing. I was never leaving my kids again. So, I mean, I couldn't go to the shelter. I was a violent crime offender. They wouldn't accept me. So what do you do? And I have a church. I come from a church. But I'm still... My family get mad when I say homeless. I was homeless. I had nothing in my name. No stability. That's homeless to me. Some people go right back to prison because they got 3 meals a day, even if it's something that I don't like, and they have a bed to sleep in, and they have water. They don't have to sleep under a bridge, and they ain't got to worry about nobody taking advantage of them. So I think that's where we need to start, a place for them to come to. I was always told when I went to prison, a lady that did 20 years, she said, baby, never ask somebody to change and don't give them the tools to change. When you help people, make sure you give them the tools to change, to do something different. So I feel like society asks that we change, that we are never released to society. And then when we are released, you ask that we change, we come home change, and you still make us live our past. You still hold it against us. And you didn't give us the tools.